Hello and welcome to the next video. This one is a very interesting one. So here we have la hora. What is la hora? La hora it's the time. The time is very important. In my opinion, it's the most valuable thing in the world because it's money. You can just have some good ideas and after earn money. Also, for example, let's say that money is not really so valuable as time because you can always have more money, but you will never have more time, in my opinion. So time is the most important thing in the world. Time in Spanish it's tiempo, and la hora it's the hour. So we call the hour, yeah, for the time. Um, so let's click here, and let's see what we will find. Here they have a very good explanation. So I will try to explain it in a way that it's going to be simple and easy to understand. It's also more easy. It's easier than French. Not going to lie, but it's similar and also easier than English in some way. You will see. You will really see right now. So first of all, to ask somebody which time is right now, is it? So, ¿qué hora es? Which hour is? ¿Tienes hora? Do you have time? It means like, do you have like a clock or a watch or something? So now let's start. Let's begin. First of all, we need to remember now four things. The first one is that I'm going to show you this. So when it's o'clock, it's en punto. So es la una, for example, is the one. Es la una, remember the numbers. Es la una en punto, if it's 1 o'clock. Now, this is also important. So for the number 1, because it's only 1, we use es. Es. Also, we cannot change it. So it's something that it changes itself time. So that's why we use es and not estar. So, es la una. Es la una en punto. Now, because we are going to use more than one, son. Son for everything else. So, son las dos en punto. It's 2 o'clock. Son las tres en punto. Son las cuatro en punto. Son las cinco en punto. Son las seis en punto. Son las siete en punto. Son las ocho en punto. Son las nueve en punto. Son las 10 en punto. Son las 11 en punto. If we are, for example, not in Spain, but I mean, well, in Spain, yeah, but if we are not, for example, in the Spanish kind of place, but we are in one of the islands in the near Africa, the Canary Islands, then we can say es una hora menos, it's 1 hour less in Canarias than usual Spain. That's a long story. It's because of Franco or last dictatorship. I think it was him, but he changed the time, and technically we need to have the same time than the British have, the same like in Canarias. But because there was one dictator who basically loved to do things there on his own way, we have the same like in France. Yeah, a very interesting person. Portugal, I don't know, but I think Portugal has the same like in English. No? I mean the British, I think. Let's see, Portuguese time right now. Exactly, yeah, Portugal has the same like in England. So Spain, it will be right now 4:15 almost. And any, for example, Slavic country or in Israel, they will have some hours or 1 hour more. Israel, for example, is 1 hour more, I think. And the rest, I mean, Bulgaria too, Ukraine too. But if it's more in the right, then it changes completely. Okay, so let's continue. Now, we have after en punto. Now, when it's y cuarto, no? Like right now, for example, when I watch my time here. I don't know for you, now which time is for you, but yeah. After you will be able to practice with all the time that is it, and after it's good that you practice almost every time to see how you will say these numbers. So, y cuarto is n quarter, so it's n15 kind of thing. Just we divide it like a pizza, so it's 4 quarters. Yeah. So en punto is dot o'clock. Y cuarto it's like n a quarter, so 1 quarter has already passed. Dos y media. Yeah, we don't say dos cuartos. We can say it in Catalan. People use it. But here we say y media. Why? Because it's and half. Half it's media. Like medio, yeah, whatever medio, it's half. So the third quarters, if it's like 45, then it's menos cuarto. It's not true at all, and now I will explain you why. So yes and no. Depend on about which time do you want to say. For example, if I say son las dos menos cuarto, it's different than son las dos y tres cuartos. Why? Because if we use tres cuartos, it's 2:45. But if we use menos cuarto, the same like in English, they have like half past something or like this. So here what we have is like we say on the left part here, we use as if it was like 5 minutes for 3, but it's in reality 2 something. So we say all the minutes that they still need to pass to be that time. So if it's right now, for example, son las dos menos cuarto, it means it's 1:45 because it's only 1/4 to be 2. I hope you understand. So when we click here, we can just say one of these things, and then that means menos is like for something that it must happen this thing. It must pass this 5, 10, 15 minutes to be that time. Yeah, so when we want to use one of these, we will need to put maybe 1 hour, something different to do it accordingly. So right now, for example, if I have the time, this one, yeah, now here you can see down in the right, it's 5:18. So let's say it's 5:20. So if it's 5:20, it means that it's son las 5:20. I mean, nothing changed because it's 20. But if it's, for example, 5:40, we can say two things. Son las 5, it's 5 anyway, we not change it. So son las 5:40, 5:40, or son las 6 menos 20. You can see it's 1 hour more, we say, minus 20 because it's like 20 minutes for the next hour. That's how we use it. So here it's just like the 5, 10, and 20 and 25. Yeah, so you can practice now. Before we practice, now we are going to see de la mañana, of the like on the morning, de la tarde it's on the afternoon, and de la noche it's in the evening. Yeah, now you will see it clearly, better. So son las 5 en punto, it's 5 o'clock. Son las 5:05, it's 5 and 5. As you can see, the shorter one is 5 and the longest one is 5. Son las 5:10, it's 5 and 10. Son las 5:15, it's 5 and quarter, so it's 15. Son las 5:20, it's 5 and 20. Son las 5:25, it's 5 and 25. Son las 5:30, 5 and 30. Son las 6 menos 25. It's 6 minus 25. Because we add 1 hour more and then, yeah, we say that it's 25 minutes for 6. Son las 6 menos 20. Like 6 minus 20, the same thing. 6 menos cuarto. 6 menos 10, so this menos is like minus, but minus is like 4 that time. And son las 6 menos 5, so 5 minutes for 5. That's very funny to practice during the change of the year as well. Now, son las 5 en punto, but es la 1 en punto. That's the important thing about the one, it's only singular, and more than one, it's plural. Es la, son las. Remember that about one. Now, formal questions like perdone, disculpe, like, not like excuse me, but it's like, well, yeah, it's kind of like excuse me. Excuse me, tiene hora, like tiene usted hora, so we delete the usted because we don't need the pronouns, but tiene hora. ¿Qué hora tiene? Like, do you have time? Which time do you have? ¿Qué hora es? Which time is it now? ¿A qué hora sale el tren? At which time does the train exits or start going away? Preguntas informales. ¿Qué hora es? Yeah, which time is it? ¿Tienes hora? Do you have time? ¿Qué hora tienes? Which time is it? ¿A qué hora es la clase de español? Which time is the Spanish class? Luckily for you, it can be at any time with this video. So, yeah. ¿A qué hora es la clase de español? A las 4 de la tarde, at 4 o'clock. ¿A qué hora llega el tren? At which time does the train go away? So, a las 8:20 de la mañana, at 8:20 in the morning. Yeah, it's common in Spain to speak fast. Yeah, so that's why I catch it also in English now. ¿Qué hora llega el avión? At which time does the plane arrive? Now, something interesting that I'm going to show you is that Colombia and other places like this, they speak more slowly in Spanish. Yeah, Colombia, the land of good, great coffee. Yeah. Vale, ¿qué hora llega el avión? So, which time does the plane arrive? Because llegar it's to arrive. Son las 10:30 de la tarde. It's 10:30 in the afternoon. That's wrong. Okay. Why it's wrong? Because we need to put a. Yeah, we need to put a because it's like a question in this case. And also here because on the answer we need to put the a. Yeah, it's important. Right. Yeah, true, because we don't say like it's. I mean, it's right now this time. No, because they don't ask which time is now. They ask in which time the plane arrives. So that's why we need to say a las 10:30 de la tarde. Not son, because son is like right now, is it? So it's not. Let's see. Here is a very funny drawing of one famous artist that we have in Spain. I forget if it's Dali or Picasso. I think it's Dali, right? Let's see, Dali. Yeah, it's Dali. Definitely. These clocks that melt. Yeah. Very interesting character. He liked to have animals like pets and yeah. So yeah. Now we are going to see like the digital time. So the digital time here, what we have is that we have AM, PM. So it's very similar in English. The only thing is that we will say like the usual time, like the usual numbers. 00, 12, 12 de la tarde, if it's PM. 12 de la mañana, yeah, 12 in the morning. 6 de la mañana. 6 de la tarde, it's better than 18, but we can say 18:00. Yeah, 18:00. And if it's not an exact hour, that's important. So if it's not an exact time, we need to say it's almost, so it's casi, it's almost las 9. Why? Because it's 8:58, like 3 minutes for, no, 2 minutes for 9 o'clock. 9 en punto. So we can say son las 9 menos 2 minutos. But if we want to just be lazy, we can say son casi las 9. It's almost 9. Son las 9 pasadas. It's like 9 past 2 minutes. Like, I mean, it passed 2 minutes of 9. Like, son las 9 pasadas. Like, this pasadas is like, it's a little bit more. So, son casi las 10:15. It's almost 10:15. Also, we can say son las 10:14. Son las 11:15. 11:15. Pasadas, like past. And that will be all. So thank you so much and see you on the next video.